Hello YouTube world, it's Pete with Pete's Snakebite Kit. Thanks for stopping by my channel, hope you like this. As we go through this, what I mentioned in my opening video is that I was going to talk about all the different kits, the pros and cons, which one I picked and why I picked it and so on. I had an interesting talk with a guy at a car show. This was a couple years ago. I was at Cars and Coffee in San Clemente. And the guy had a Superformance kit, and it was a stereotypical, blue with white stripes, and had a, Windsor-based, I think it was a 427 in it. And, he was there every week, kind of thing. And I asked him, I'm just wondering, do you like this? Would you do anything different? And so on. So I kind of posed that question. He says, Bill, this is not a kit car. I insulted him, insinuating that his car was in the realm of a kit car. Here's some news, boys and girls. You can call it a kit car. You can call it a replica. You can call it a continuation car, Shelby American. You can call it a home-built car. They all have one thing in common, that they are missing when you buy it, unless you're buying a used one, or you pay somebody a lot of money to do this. They don't have one of these. That stands for Vehicle Identification Number. Please don't call it a VIN number, because that's redundant. Anyway, it doesn't have a VIN number. It has a manufacturer's statement of origin, right? MSO. And then you get it, you build it, and then you take it down and you get it registered. Then it becomes a car. Until it has a VIN, guess what it is? They're car parts. Legally. Okay, I realize you can buy one that's put together that are really finished off and look factory and then that are beautiful and so on. But they're kit cars, or they're something that is not a car built today, right? It is car parts built today that you put an engine in and you get it registered in your state, and then it's car. Would I rather have the most expensive one? Yes, I get that, but I just get a kick out of it when these people don't even understand what they're driving. They're driving a kit car, right? And the beauty of that is it doesn't have airbags. It doesn't weigh 6,000 pounds. It doesn't have traction control. It doesn't have stability control. It doesn't have 12 computers on it and 18 miles of wire and blah, 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 blah. It represents what happened in the 60s. The 60s were the coolest decade probably ever. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but so much happened in the 60s, and the cars, and social change, right? It was a lot of great stuff. A lot of great music. There was the Beatles, and I can't think of any other bands right now, but a lot of great music from the 60s. And that's really what we're trying to capture, us weirdos that are building this high-powered, not very comfortable, you can say it's dangerous, car, because we want that 60s thing. 60s were a magical time. The AC Cobra is a magical car. I can't wait to have mine done. Like I mentioned, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. My wife kind of gave me the go-ahead a couple years ago. We've got 2 kids, and my son's older. We had a wedding for him, and she's in the cake business until we came up here. Most people would tell me it's the best cake they've ever tasted in their entire life. I think they're probably the best tasting, most beautiful wedding cakes in the world. Anyway, probably a little prejudice. But so she really wanted to have a great wedding for her son PJ, for her daughter Olivia, and she did that and pulled out all the stops on that. Olivia's wedding was really over the top beautiful, in my opinion. We got done with those, and she said, that's all I wanted. I wanted to have great weddings for her kids. Go ahead and build that car you've been blabbering about for the last 30 years. Please, then you'll talk about it less if you haven't. Not the case, honey, but thank you so much for standing by me and wanting to do this and encouraging me to do this. It's a big financial investment at my level of income. I mean, it ain't a drop in the bucket. What we're doing is something I've always wanted to do. Weirdly enough, these things seem to hold their values. I look at the prices on Cobra country, where you would advertise a Cobra for sale about 2 or 3 times a day for the last 10 years. And, it's not like spending the money going skiing. I love skiing. But you never see that money again, right? It's not like spending the money on a Corvette. 10-year-old Corvette ain't worth much money. Cool cars, like Corvettes, right? And so on. But it probably, car investment-wise, probably some of the safest money you could spend in this price range. I mean, if you're buying an ultra exotic, you're probably keeping the money in it or maybe making money on it. But that's another reason I was able to rationalize that I could build one of these and spend some pretty good coin on it. But anyway, that's kind of my thought for today. I'm going to go through all of these guys in some detail. I'm going to hit them two at a time. I'm going to let you know what I like, what I didn't like, and hey, maybe you're interested in one of them, and it's not the one I'm doing. That is great. What I want you to do is be interested in this and maybe think about the kit you want to build. You might come up with an idea that would make mine cooler. Let me know. All that stuff you can do down below in the comments. Anyway, hope you subscribe. Watch these upcoming videos. You'll learn something about these different companies out there, and hope to see you on another one. Take care.